How do? Let me explain first what whole of life is and some criteria. So this creature, yeah, people are not understanding. Whole of life order is just that, you're never getting out of prison. Now there are criteria. Murdering a child, straight away, whole of life. Murdering a child and other things, we don't even want to think about that. Murdering a policeman or prison officer, these people, yeah, certain ideology, yeah, they're always going to be a risk. Whole of life in prison, nothing to lose, young staff, inexperienced, always going to be a risk, is he not? And then there's one here, I've written it down, which is unlike me. He's not going to get him on this one. We're not seeing this, are we? Are you ready for this? A murder done for the purpose of advancing a political, religious, racial or ideological cause. He's not getting done for that, is he? So we'll go back to the child, whole of life. That's what he's looking at. Now let's talk about video link. That's become more popular, that. You know, name your plea, put it in prison. Saves the prison service transporting someone. A lot of interest in this guy. The press, the palaver, just to turn up for 10 minutes in a dock, give his name and put in a plea. Video link is a good thing. Now he's not appearing on that video link. He's not speaking, he's not saying anything. People have said the fact that maybe the name everyone is touting isn't his name. It's of no consequence. We had a Mr. Nobody in Strangeways on the healthcare. He was arrested, he gave his name as Mr. Nobody. He was sentenced as Mr. Nobody. He was a well-known activist, you know, fracking and the like. Mr. Nobody, but he's still got a sentence. So name's irrelevant. Name might mean something to some people to get a background and find out exactly who this person is. But we're not going to know that, are we? Because the authorities, for me, the government, politicians, whoever, the establishment, for me, to protect these guys. Now there'll be politicians like me and you, people in high places who are sickened by crimes like this. They want people punishing, and they'd like the public to know all the information. People way higher pay grade than me have already deemed that the public should be given as much information as possible to de-escalate a situation. Let's not forget, people have been locked up, people are in prison, they've been given harsh sentences. Yeah, they've been punished. And they mention words like terror and extremism. Look what we've got. The charges. So there's a not guilty gone in. For me, there were people there. He's been identified. We know he committed this evil crime. But there's plenty of people before him have run trials. The likes of Dale Cregan, Mark Bridger, whole of life. Nothing to lose. Let's run a trial. So there's going to be a trial. For me, it's a travesty. It's tragic. Horrific for anyone involved. Victims, families, survivors. We're going to go through this circus, media circus. However, I don't feel it's going to be a media circus, is it? I think it's going to be restricted reporting. The jury, they're going to be put under cosh, aren't they? They're going to be threatened. It's not going to be pleasant. The country don't need this. A guilty plea, bang him up, throw away the key. That's what we needed. It was never, ever, ever going to happen. So he's looking at whole of life with nothing to lose. Absolute travesty. And he's not getting out of it, is he? Or is he? What if he gets nutted off? What do I mean by that? The mental health card. Yeah? Diminished responsibility, influenced by others. That would be even more sickening, would it not? The misinformation. It stinks, this. It really does. The authorities make me want to vomit. I can't get over the Chief Constable, Chief Inspector, whoever she was, for Merseyside, I believe, telling us, you know, not to make up stories, will come after you. You don't know all the facts. Misinformation. All this shite rammed down our throats. Now we get this guy not speaking. I bet there were no shortage of human rights lawyers and the like volunteering to represent this guy, protected, like I say, by the authorities. The outcome of this whole thing, the whole Southport thing, is going to be determined by other people above the criminal justice system. It's not going to be a fair trial, a fair system, is it? Yeah? The information might never come out. People are worried and concerned. People in high places, people who have authority, and people above them, yeah, who are in their corner. Billionaire elites, dictating what happens in this country, outcomes of things like this. Sickening at best. I can see the rush of human rights lawyers now clambering to represent the British people who've been locked up for social media posts. Clambering over themselves to represent them. No one cares, do they? They're locked up now. Extortionate, ridiculous sentences. Some of them shouldn't even be in prison. They've done nothing wrong under law, but they pleaded guilty. I still would love to have been a fly on the wall. Some of them interviews, how them interviews were conducted. Violent disorder. Plead not guilty, get found guilty, we'll bang you up for 10 years and the like, with no parole. What was said to him? What was said to him? Just going to leave it there, guys. This whole thing stinks. It's sickening. It really is. We need to stick together. The desperation in this government, the cowardice and the like, is beyond belief. Look after each other. Thanks for your continued support. Thanks for coming. I'll see you.